Okay, so if I was a company and I wanted to hire you,
Mhm.
would I say, "Hey, we wanna be in" what's hot right now? Phoenix? We wanna be in Texas? And then would you say, "Yay, nay"? I mean, what would happen if they said they give you those 2 states?
If the company knew their market and had done the homework to identify those 2 states as where the facility needed to be located,
Mhm,
then we would accept that, research and decision making on their part. And what we would do at that point in time is we would say, "Tell us what your objectives are in terms of the facility. How big is it going to be? What's the investment that you're planning on putting in there? What kind of employees do you need?" And so forth and so on. And we would take that information and we would develop, in a period of about 2 or 3 weeks, we would develop a proposal to them, all of this at no cost. And we
mhm,
would essentially identify, here are the incentives that you can get in this state, here's the incentives that you can get in the other state. And we go to a very high level of detail on what the incentives are, the name of the program, what the requirements for successfully applying are, what the requirements for the administration are when you're 5
mhm.
years over time, adding people and getting the incentives. What's the management of those incentives look like? We identify other companies who've gotten similar incentives, and we identify what we'll call a forecast of incentives for that particular client in that particular state. And Based upon the proposals that we make for both states, the client can say to us, go into one state and get the incentives for us, negotiate the incentives for us, or go into both states. It's better to have 2 states competitive with one
Yeah,
another. Um,
mhm.
and so that's the approach we take. So we don't charge anything for the analysis, and then when we get the go ahead, that's when we begin charging fees.